Hi, my name is Ellie, and I'm here with another sketchbook tour. This is my third sketchbook tour. Yeah, here it is. It doesn't have anything on the cover because I'm lazy and I don't care much about that. It's a little bit up and kind of dirty, but I like it. I don't like to be too perfectionist with sketchbooks. Sketchbooks, they are for messing up, so that's what I do. This is a sticker from Onirica Art. You can find them on Instagram. I started this sketchbook in 2021 and finished it in 2023. A lot of time. And this is my first page that is really shitty because I don't care about doing a masterpiece as a first page as a lot of artists here tend to do. I don't know why to do it. It's silly. I don't care about that, so that's why it's shitty. That is Seal Phantom High from Kurositsuji. I love him so much. Mm. More Seal. I I drew this while looking at some drawings of him, so this is in mine. Well, I said those two on the right, or maybe the bottom one, just the bottom one. And here is I was trying to draw him, redraw a scene of him, but couldn't do it right. Those are all of the attempts. I like to show them all because I don't like to show just the good stuff. And here is another drawing that I use that I made of him using a picture from Shiru. As it says at the top, Shirosaki. And here is the first attempt. I think that was the first attempt, maybe. The green one, and the second one was the blue one, and this is the third attempt. And here is Marcel looking nothing like him on the left, but he looks better on the right. Marcel, and this is May. And this is a fan art of Mars Red on the right. Hey, look at that face. The second attempt and the first attempt. And here is August. I here I draw a ram friend or random's friends and a little angel. More ram friend. I love ram friend. I love random. More ram friend. That was the random with that someone was making. I wanted to participate, but some drawings of some animals that a little frog. This is the first attempt. I like that frog. And some fishes. Some fish. On the left, I was trying to make some crossover between Ranfren and Cat in the Boss, an RPG Maker horror game that I really love. So that is what I did, but that didn't finish. I didn't feel like drawing, so this looks like shit. But here, I actually put a bit of effort, and so this is the second attempt. And here is more random. This is a redraw or I think it was a cover there, Lucid System. So doodles, and we are at September. On the top left, that is a redrawing or a panel on Ramfran again, and at the bottom, that is the first sketch that I did for a piece for a fanzine on Ramfran. I actually ended up participating in 2 scenes that year, almost back to back. So these 2 pages are sketches for one of those ideas for one of the pieces. I wanted to put the characters like in a coffin, in a house that is in the shape of a coffin. And I still like that idea. Maybe one day I finish it, or maybe not. But I just wanted to put all the characters like it was a dollhouse. But I ended up doing something different. And here is more Ranfram. Some random tools or some ghosts and a vampire OC because it's October. She's cute, so maybe I should draw her more. On the left, there is some fan art of character of Casey Golden because I really like watching her videos and she inspires me a lot. And here is more Ramfram. On the right, that is the sketch of the Randall that I ended up doing for one of the pieces of the sim. I actually really proud of that piece. I think is my best work. And this is the original sketch. And here on the left is more about that piece. These are teeters, puppet teeters, because I was looking up pictures of Victorian toys and I found some of this, and I thought, oh, I think this is what I wanted to do, not the dollhouse, but this. So that's what I ended up doing. On this piece of paper here, I drew some of the details of the drawing to make it easier to transfer to the paper that I use for the final piece. And here is the sketch of that. The background is digital and Randall too because I drew that first and then I decided to do it digitally to print it and make it more easy for me to add the final details like the 2 Sebastians with the strings and the little squares and circles and all of the dolls' heads on the background. I drew them here And yeah, that's it. I and this is the first attempt at trying to finish a piece, but I messed it up because I used a marker and it was a bad idea. I didn't know how to actually paint it, so there was an experiment. And this is the final piece. I'm really proud of this. I think this is my best work to this day. And I hope someday I will do something that I could be proud of, like this one. And this is the second piece for the other scene. Randall looks weird, but the other characters don't look bad, so it's okay. And here's John Childress from Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, because I love the series and I love the book. It's my favorite book. I couldn't draw him here. Uh, and here is some of the first attempt. This is the final attempt. Well, it looks good, but this is the second one, and here is the first one. And here is Fitzroy. Um, some circle fan art because he's my favorite character, or Arcane. He's kind of difficult to draw. And some flowers here on the left, some Ben art on the right, and some more of that, like fairy type Ben art. I like drawing method of fairies, making them scary. Here's a fan art of Diggory Grace because I was listening to Hello from the Hollywoods, a podcast. These are the draws of pictures that I created. That those are the names of the artists, the original artists. Fan art but again I forgot how it is called. And Chisato Moritaka because she's queen. This is supposed to be Daniel Dankowski looking rather weird. More Dankowski. He is my favorite character of Pathologic. More Dankowski. I was practicing drawing him because I signed up for a fan scene of Pathology that ended up being canceled because a lot of people dropped it out. So yeah, and here on the right, that is sketch for a commission for my best friend, and this is the final result. That is painted with acrylic paint and watercolors. More for that scene. I wanted to do like a comic, but I couldn't translate the idea well, and it was a lot of work. So I dropped that. So maybe and then I tried to do like one piece, just one piece, but didn't actually like how that turned out. So I just dropped it out because I couldn't do it. and then it was canceled. Eat fan art or Daniel. Nice head from Pacific Rim because the kaiju design of that movie is big. And this is a fan art of a not bad scene by Ivan Papiel. That is the name of the artist if you want to check it out. Some random stuff. I love rabbits and hares. You will see a lot of rabbits and hares on my sketchbooks. In my sketchbooks? On my sketchbooks? I don't know. Some OKKO fan art and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac fan art. And a hare. As I say, I love hares and rabbits. Some flowers. More OKKO fan art. I need to finish that series because it's really, really good. Silver spars. Silver spar. Sorry. Some flowers. Slay the Princess fan art because that game is lace. That was when the demo came out and I fell in love. Melvin from the Sandman, from Higurashi fan art, some Sandman fan art with Delirium because she's my favorite, and some Dream fan art and Death. Some Yoshitomo Nara inspired stuff, and here is something that I didn't draw. This is the artist. And this was for an art tray. Didn't like how their LEDs turn out, but that is the final result. Yeah, I don't know how to draw LEDs. I'm still learning. I was trying to design a logo for me, but didn't like any of them. September. I'm not trying a drawing and creating a logo. More logo design. A random girl that I drew. Woman. She's cute. On the left, I drew a plaza when I went outside, and some dolls on the right from Pinterest. This is what Tanuki gave me here because I love him. It was supposed to be for Inktober, but didn't actually ended up doing anything with that. And this is Lilymon, one of my favorite Digimons. And here is Edward Enrich from Conqueror Shambhala because for some reason I love that movie. This was, I think, was for an art challenge. And this very inspired by fairy artist that are probably that are probably a lot of people recognize in the style, but I don't remember their name. Or Bernard. Some cherry fan art from Studio Killers. And this is the sketch for a contest that I participated in for an art fair. It was about Halloween versus Christmas, but I messed it up because I decided to make them friends. And here are some cats because I had a book about drawing every day, like prompts, and one of them is to draw cats. This is these are more sketches for that contest. And on the right is the final sketch that inspired that I decided to do at the end. And here's the final result. I didn't know doing the snow globe, but like a party. I really wanted to win. They ended up giving me just an honorable mention, which is something, but the prize was some Prismacolor pencils, so I really wanted it. And this is inspired by vintage toys because I love vintage toys. They had a style that is just so good. I don't know. Yeah, some of these are actual vintage toys that I found on Pinterest and I drew them here. They're cute. Look at them. They are so cute and fun and with so many patterns. This is the cover of a book that I redrew. And on the left and on the right, that is a figure that I really love and I really want, but it's too expensive. It's just so lovely. Look at her. She's so cute. And these two here are drawings or other figures that I really like. And this is Kim from this school issue because he's cool. More Kim. And here I was outside on a theater. I don't know what to call it. I tried drawing her again, but Here on the right, this is fan art from one of my favorite blind boxes from the artist Agam. It's called Yeha, I think. It's weird. It's from Finding Unicorn. They had a vintage style that I really love and it's really fun. Nice. And this is another blind box from Amy, Finding Unicorn, that I really love. I became a huge fan of the artists of these blind bots because they had such a delicate and beautiful style. They're they're Concon blue. Yeah, it's really inspired. Some botsmans because he's my favorite character of OKKO. And this is some Nekojiro song because I love that OVA. It's really something. Some Rock Lee because I love him. He's the coolest character of Naruto. Some random also some characters, some Ponyville, Marceline. This was I was trying to create an original character, but she looks a lot like I was inspired a lot by Alien Eye, so it's not that I don't think it's that original. And some Damien on the at the bottom right, more Damien, and that character again. And this is the final page. That is a self-portrait. I look terrible in there. If you had any questions about the names of the artists or some of the fandoms I mentioned, please leave them in the comments. My commissions are always open in case anyone is interested. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.